Alright boys, you've definitely seen every kid on your For You page talking about this new thing called lead gen. It's not new at all, you fucking nerd, and neither is freelance brand scaling, but here we are. I've already shown you boys the ins and outs of freelance brand scaling for a clothing brand, so now let's flip the script for some lead gen. If you're not trying to wait 6 months to scale your first brand, allow me to introduce you to my method of freelance brand scaling for lead gen. Lead gen is simple, boys. We're running Facebook or Instagram ads for a business and we're bringing them in more leads, aka people booking phone calls, people showing up to get the service done. And that's it, boys. We're not reinventing the wheel, we're just connecting customers to businesses. And no, you do not need to front the ad spend. That is on the business to cover. We are not a fucking bank. Our job is just to run the ads and make sure they are as profitable as possible. But first things first, boys, we need to pick a niche, and a niche that works for you. Not a niche that works for me, a niche that works for you, dude. I'd say your best beginner-friendly niches are going to be car detailing, landscaping, junk removal, anything of the sort that's just a little bit lower ticket. Your higher ticket niches are going to be med spas, lawyers, PPF for a car, fucking solar companies. The list goes on, boys, but here's why car detailing is my personal favorite niche to go after, at least when you're starting out. Your leads are dirt fucking cheap. Leads should be between $5 and $10 for a car detailing company, so it shouldn't take you spending that much money to get some results. Start making the company profitable and using those results to vouch for your bigger boys. The detailing shop should have no problem closing those leads, and you can easily be charging between $500 to $1,000 a month just for bringing in those leads alone. And for me, because I'm so fucking into cars, dude, it just makes it so easy because I can sit there and fucking yap, boys. That's the biggest thing, is finding some personal ground. You want this prospect to get on the phone with you and be like, alright, you know what? I kind of fuck with bro a little bit. That's what we're looking for. So find something that makes sense for you. Something where you can actually see yourself having a full conversation. You get it a little bit and you're like, you know what? I can steer this fucking conversation. I don't need to read a script. I don't need to do X, Y, and Z. Boys, finding clients is easy. You just need to be willing to put in the fucking work. You're not gonna walk out of the gym swole as fuck after your first time going to the gym. Whether you went for a fucking hour, whether you went for fucking an entire day. You're not walking out swole. You're walking out in the exact same position you were in before, except maybe a little bit more conditioned. Same exact shit with this. We need to focus on our repetitions. We need to continue to push. I'm gonna give you boys my full method when it comes to scraping these leads that was originally just meant for my mentees, but fuck it, boys. Allow me to introduce you guys to the Facebook ads library. It's never been easier to scrape leads and find you a fucking client, boys. Allow me to introduce you to the Facebook ads library. If you're not hip already, you about to be fucking hip. This is a collection of every single ad that's being run on Facebook currently. It's about like 90% accurate. Sometimes it doesn't show things, sometimes it does. That's just how it is. But inside of here, you can select locations, you can select all ads, you don't need any of these other bullshits, and then search by keyword or advertiser. We can either look up a company and find their ads that they're running specifically. So say I wanted to look up Gymshark. Boom, bam, pow. I can click on their brand and all of a sudden I can see every single ad that Gymshark is currently running. I can view the ad. I can see any of the shit that they're doing. They're running a learn more call to action. This is just a shit show, boys. Absolutely a shit show. That's how these corporate companies are. Nonetheless, you can look up fucking everything on here. So you can look up something as simple as car detailing. And then we can scroll through here, boys, and literally find, a potential client. So we're going to look through and try and find something that sticks out like a sore fucking thumb, as it's just fucking terrible. So, alright, boys. So look at this one. Executive Shine Mobile Detail. This is really mediocre. They're not doing absolutely anything here. They're literally just running ads on their logo. We're also able to go to their Facebook page and we're able to see, how long they've existed, what they're kind of doing, how often they're doing shit, where they're at, their phone number. So this is based in Houston, Texas. We got phone number right here. They do not have a website, so that's an upsell right there, boys. We can easily sell them a website. They are just running everything to a Calendly link, which is alright, but you can tell, this is definitely a bit of a newer business. It doesn't look like he's been doing this for too long. Perfect prospect, boys. He posted it front and center for everybody to see. His name is Max. He's 16 years old, and he's proud to introduce you to his business. What's up, boys? Sorry for interrupting your video. I'll keep it super fucking quick. If you're sitting there and you're like, fuck, dude, I wish I knew about all this a month ago, fucking 2 months ago, a year ago. The first link in the description. Watch the video, fill out the form, talk to someone on my team, and that's it, brother. I will see you in the Discord. Back to the video. My go-to when cold calling is trying to find the prospect's first name and opening up with that on the phone call. But real quick, before we get into the phone call, boys, this is a discovery call. This is not your sales call, so we're not collecting cash on this phone call. We do a discovery call to get a feel for the situation and plan out our attack. No one's giving up their money on that initial call. This call is to make the business realize that they're doing something wrong, let them sit with it for a little bit, and then we solve their issue literally the fucking next day. An issue that they didn't even know they had. All of a sudden, boys, you're irreplaceable. Once you've got your first client, boys, here's how we actually deliver them some results. First, we're going to need access to their business manager. We're going to have them invite us to the business manager, full control on everything. It's the exact same setup as clothing brands, as everything. Full control over the business manager. If you boys want some practice, get your mom, get your dad, your grandpa or something, and try and walk them through the setup without being in front of their computer. Take a step back and just from the other side of the room, try and walk them through it. Usually this is the biggest pain in the ass, and this is when a lot of clients will just be like, we'll do it tomorrow or something, and then it never gets done. But boys, we're skipping the entire step of setting up the ads manager. It's already set up. Because we scraped the leads on the Facebook ads library, these people already know the value of running ads. They already have their account set up. Somebody might already be doing it. They might have already given somebody access, so they know how to do it. We're just skipping all the complicated steps and getting right to the meat. When you land on the ads manager, it's going to look something like this. Mine already has a couple of draft campaigns because I use this to create those and show y'all how to do it. Nonetheless, we're going to go up here and we're going to click create. We're building out a leads campaign, so we're just going to click leads, continue. You can title it whatever you want to. I'm just going to leave it as new leads campaign for now. Plus, pro tip for y'all boys. Every time I do a campaign, I title it raspy something. So that way when I screenshot my results, I don't need to put a watermark on there. I don't need to put anything on there because it's my motherfucking results. You feel me? Regardless. Budget, you got options. You can do either or. I always run ad set budget just because I like to have control over my spend. I like to know where money's going. I like to know that money's going here and money's going here rather than all of my money going here. There's plenty of videos explaining the difference. I could sit here and yap for hours. We're not going to do any of that shit. We're just going to go to our budget and we're going to set it at, a normal lead budget. I'd say like $20 a day is, fucking cherry. You can go like $30 a day. You could do 15 a day, but like realistically, I would do $20 a day. That is your sweet spot. So that's going to be all the setup for the campaign itself. We're going to go over here to our ad set. Same kind of thing, boys. Title the ad set, whatever you want to title it. I usually put my name in there. Instant Forms is our conversion location. This is the fastest and most fucking reliable way to get leads. They're going to fill out a form that's native to Instagram. 9 times out of 10, Instagram and Facebook already have your info saved, and all they have to do is press autofill, and then all of a sudden, the forms fill it out for them completely. It's super easy. Closes like fucking butter, boys. So, Instant Forms, definitely set that as your conversion location. From here, boys, it's relatively simple. We're just going to scroll all the way down to our audience. From here, we're going to further limit the reach of our ads. Switch setup. They don't want you to do this. They want you to use their AI setup, their Advantage Plus, whatever. We're not using any of that bullshit. It's great when it's great. It's not great when it's not great. Advantage Plus is really you just giving Facebook all the money and being like, do whatever the fuck you want with it. I don't care if you pay for a hand job or if you pay for my ads. And they're going to run it. It'll do well, but you just don't understand why it's doing well. It's hard to see like, okay, this ad performed really, really well. This ad performed really, really well. They performed well because of what? You'll never fucking know. You'll never know who they targeted, what they did with it. It's a shit show, boys. It takes our job away. We want to be in control of everything. So under here, the first thing we're going to fuck with is our locations. So this business was based in Houston, Texas. So we're going to go Houston, Texas. We're going to grab the city and we're going to do everything within 25 miles is a good bit, boys. I'm not going to lie. Let's do everything within 15 miles. 15 miles sounds like a
healthy amount. Now I'm about to put you boys onto fucking game for lead gen that I've never seen anyone talk about. God knows why. Motherfuckers love to gatekeep. From here, boys, we're going to grab these neighboring cities. So you see Cyprus. We're going to click exclude and we're going to type in Cyprus, Texas. Boom. You see that big overlap right there? Our goal is to get rid of this overlap and just, have these like touching each other basically. God, pause. So we're going to click up here. We're just going to drag this mile radius down. Let's see, what is going to make this work. Up 10 miles. Perfect. Honestly, we could probably go 9 miles. See that slight overlap? We're just going to drop this down to 9 miles. Oh, I guess 10 is the lowest we can do, boys. Fuck. Regardless, there's barely any overlap there. And we're going to do that on every single neighboring location. Odds are, a 16-year-old car detailer, he's not driving to buttfuck Dayton to do a fucking detail. No, he's staying in this little area right here. We grab their specific area as far as they're willing to go, and then we exclude everything that's neighboring. By the time you're done with this, there should be a bunch of red circles around this blue circle. Then you have set up the most baller fucking leads campaign ever. Your targeting is cherry. Alright boys, as far as setting up the instant forms, that's also very, very easy, just a little bit more time consuming, so I'm not going to do it right now, but I'll walk you guys through the setup really quickly, and then I'll walk you through a form that I made. So we're just going to click create form. From here, you can title it whatever. We're going to leave it on more volume. We don't want the higher intent. That just gives people a second opportunity to be like, I don't need the service. Fuck no. Fuck no. We want these motherfuckers to get it. We gonna sell them on it. More volume, sharing settings open, so that way, your client can actually see their fucking leads, so on and so forth. Yada, yada, yada. We're just gonna go down here to intro. This is where you put a headline. You can put realistically whatever. I put something like get your detail today, whatever. I'm gonna show you guys my actual one. But right here, this is your headline. This is your description that comes in below it. You can see it right there. All of this shit we can just skip. We're going to go down to questions. This is where we actually build out the form, boys. This is where we qualify the leads. So inside of the questions, let me show you boys the ones that I did real quick for you guys. So get your free car detailing quote in seconds. That's my headline. My description. Answer just a few quick questions and we'll personally reach out. Service. Right here, they can select whatever services they're looking for. We want that to be the first thing. We want to greet them with services. What are they looking for? Give them multiple options too. What if someone wants an interior detail, an exterior detail, and a PPF? That's a good fucking bag. We want them to have all those options to be able to pick whatever they want. So from here, they can just do that. Then they're going to be able to click continue. My next set of questions is the vehicle type. We want to qualify these leads. We want to know what they're doing. We don't need them to sit there and write, oh, I drive an Acura TL from 2012. Way too many opportunities for these motherfuckers to be like, I don't need my old shitbox detailed. Fuck no. We give them a broad option. SUV, sedan, truck, other, boom. High quality fucking leads. Oh, Jesus, motherfucker's dogging it by the crib. High quality leads. You guys got it. Next question. Contact information. We want these motherfuckers' first name. We need their fucking phone number. Emails. I'm not sending an email. I don't know if you guys are, but I also barely even fucking check my email. So emails, Phone number, huge. That's how we're contacting these leads. That's how we're closing them. So we need to collect that fucking phone number. After this is going to be privacy policy shit. You can honestly turn this shit off. It's not necessary in the slightest. And then last is going to be your closing ending. And this is just like a, thanks, bro. You're all set. We'll reach out. Blah, 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 blah. You can put whatever you want on there, boys. Use ChatGPT to your advantage. Look at some other forms, look at some other instant booking forms. That's why the ads library is fucking gas, boys. That way you can go through other people's shit, see what they're doing. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. We just fucking rip somebody else's wheel and then spin that bitch and make some cheddar.
The key isn't just signing a client, it's keeping that client and continuing to collect your retainer. we need to over deliver in month 1. During month 1, we need to make sure that they're seeing a drastic increase in customers, a drastic increase in sales, and a drastic increase in leads and phone calls. We also need to set expectations with our clients of, hey, I'm going to bring in all these leads, but I need you to go and close them. You're still going to need to call these people and say, hey, I saw you filled out our form, blah, 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 blah. And lastly, boys, make sure you are always checking in with your clients too, asking them how the quality of the leads are, if they're booking anything, how everything's going, try and provide some insight. Y'all got it. Let's just map it out real quick. 1 client at a bando, 2 bandos, you're already doing better than all your buddies. 5 clients at 2 bandos, you're doing better than your buddy's parents. And then scale to 10 plus clients, boys, you're bringing on a full team. This isn't some bullshit, boys. This is the exact blueprint that your favorite content creator, your favorite agency is using right now to sign some fucking clients. So boys, stop overthinking it. Lead gen freelance brand scaling is the easiest way to make money in 2025. You just need to make sure you're putting in the consistent repetitions. You're doing the boring shit every single day. You're calling people and getting fucking hung up on. You're only gonna get back out what you put in, boys. So make sure you're putting in some fucking effort. It'll come back. If you're serious about it, boys, click the first link in the description, fill out the form. Me or someone from my team will reach out to you and we'll get you your first paying client in 30 days. But fucking love you, boys. I appreciate you guys watching the video. I'm gonna try and be more active. It's been a fucking minute, so I'm sorry, but new crib soon too. Also, all this is fucking disappearing here pretty soon. We about to level up, but I fucking love you, boys. I'll see you in the Discord. Deuces, fucker. Peace.